The best exercises for the rotator cuff. Welcome back to the channel. The next video is top 5 favorite exercises for the rotator cuff. It's important to understand if you are getting pain in your rotator cuff, different movements that you're doing in the gym and you're getting a bit of a pain here and it feels like it's pinching as you're moving up and down, you need to stop. And these are my favorite exercises to help getting rid of that pain. My first exercise, my favorite exercise for the rotator cuff is you want to find a bench, you want to grab a weight, 1 or 2 kilos max. You don't want to be any more than that because it's a lot of strain on the joint. Now, what you want to do is you want to work the weight, work the muscle. You want to go as high as you can. You want to get to parallel there. You don't want to overextend because that's when you're going to pull the muscle, and you don't want to do that because you can do a lot of damage. You want to work down. The reason why I love doing this on the bench is because you can go all the way in and then all the way as far out. Whereas if you're on the floor and you go down, you're going to hit the floor. So this is why you want to be elevated on a bench to really work full range of the muscle. You want to do about 10, 15 reps on each side and then switch obviously when you get to the end. Second exercise, 90-90 rotation is what we call it. You want to grab a band for this one. It's very important. Grab a band, find the squat rack that you can pull the band against it. You want to stand pretty much as far as the band is. You're going to stand at 90 degrees. So make your elbow, it's going to be in line with your shoulder, 90 degrees. And then all you're going to do is just rotate, bending up, and you're going to get that straight 90 degree. That's why we call it 90 degrees. Up. It's almost like you're saying hi to someone. It's the same thing. Up and rotate. And you're going to really feel stretch through the shoulder, the rotator cuff, the elbows. Sometimes some people get elbow pain. It's okay if you're getting a bit of a pain. It's just a stretch through the joint. So you want to keep going. So you want to rotate 90-90 and pulling the band as far back as you can. And you're going to feel the resistance. You're going to feel it pushing you. Then you change sides and do the same thing on the other side. Now, most of the time, you might feel that there's a side that is harder or easier, and that's just going to tell you which side is weaker. Third exercise, lateral raises. Grab some dumbbells that you feel comfortable with. Lateral raises is a basic exercise that you see a lot of people gym in and do this movement, which is good. The only difference that this is going to really kick the rotator cuff and really stretch the muscle is you want to pull your shoulders back as much as you can. Pull them back, almost like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. And then as you're pulling back, you're going up. Just by doing this, really gets the rotator cuff going and strengthens up the shoulder and the rotator cuff better. Because if you relax and just do this, you're putting a lot of strain in your shoulder and it's going to hurt eventually. So you want to pull the shoulder blades back, squeeze, pretend that someone's hand's on your back, and you want to come up. Fourth exercise, overhead kettlebell press. Now, the reason why I've got a mat is I'm kneeling here because you don't want to stand in overhead because it puts too much strain on your shoulder. That's why you want to be on the ground on one knee to give yourself the stability with your core and upper body. So what all that is grab a kettlebell, put it in front of your face, and then all you're going to do is up tall, again, just like the lateral raises, shoulder blades back, squeezing the back and your scapula together, and then just pressing above your head. Work your way down, pressing above your head, work your way down, above your head. Simple movement, but just by doing the proper posture, and that really strengthens your rotator cuff without putting too much strain on your shoulder. Once you get to the end of the set, you want to do the same thing on the other side. Change legs, change hands, same thing, press. Again and again, and just like the other exercises, you might feel the weakness in one side than the other. That's okay. That's just telling you what side that you need to work on. The last exercise is banded rows. Now, this is a real simple, basic exercise that I get clients that come in with this problem. The reason why is it just helps put the posture in its right place, but also help teach clients to know how to work the muscle, but also how to turn on the muscle. So, get the band, wrap it around the bar. You're going to stand as much as where the bar is. You're going to try and squat down just a little bit. Get your trunk involved, get your core on. Stand, and then just pull against the resistance and really arch. Squeeze your scapula and the shoulder blades together, and then pull forward. So the motion is all you. Sometimes you'll feel your back working here, but really, once you do the right form and the posture, the rotator cuff gets involved. Because you want to work the whole muscle. So when you're working shoulders and back and all these different parts, they're all hitting similar points and they're all strengthening and fixing posture. Those were my 5 best exercises for the rotator cuff. Now please, if you loved that video, hit that like and subscribe button and share the love.